University. EOU had their regular season tip-off last weekend against Montana Tech, and Coach, that was a pretty nice way to start your season. Montana Tech, a very good team, and it was no cupcake start to the schedule.
No, I can't get this situated.
Too big?
It's way too big.
That's, some of these guys' heads are just too big, I guess. How about that? Try that. We'll pull this microphone in front. Maybe that'll be a little bit better.
Okay, that's good. Now we're ready to go now.
Perfect.
I'm glad my team was a little bit more ready than I was right there. Yeah, it was a great win for us. I was really excited and happy of how we came out ready to play. I thought the intensity was great. They just played really hard. Yeah, Montana Tech is a quality team. They'd lost, a player or two from their last year national team, but they had a lot of size. And obviously, if anyone's paying attention to our roster, we don't have a lot of size. So I was real pleased.
Now, Coach Shaylee Nielsen, Kyle Miller, Naisha Joseph all played very well individually. Naisha had a great start to her Mountaineer career and collegiate career.
Yeah, we didn't play her in the first half. Just went with some other people, gave them opportunities. I told her at halftime that she was going to get an opportunity to show, and I thought she settled down, played big, played strong, grabbed a couple of rebounds, and went to town on the block for us. So we're excited for what she can bring to our team.
I know you guys last year had a great season at this, but you start off right where you left off, holding Tech to a very low three-point percentage. As I mentioned, that was something you guys were great at last year. Oh, is it still falling off? What's she saying that the microphone's not good?
I think we had it on backwards.
Well, that could be a problem as well.
Thanks, Katie. Now, what was that last question? I'm sorry.
That's Katie, our fashion consultant. Right where you guys left off is where you're beginning. You hold Montana Tech to a really low behind the arc percentage. Is that something you guys kind of focus in on at practice?
We do. I believe if you can take away some three-point shots and limit lay-ins and keep them off the free throw line, those are the three big keys for us defensively. If you're making opponents shoot pull-up jumpers all game, I think you have a chance to win the game. So I thought we did a good job in those three keys. And a switching defense got out in their face, made them put the ball on the floor, and was out of their comfort zone.
Saturday, your second regular season game, Walla Walla comes to the Grand. What are the Wolves bringing? I know they got Heather McFadden. I think she's like a 7-year senior. She's been there a while.
She is. And, to be honest with you, she's really quick. She's really athletic. Walla's much improved. I want to give them a lot of credit. I went over and watched them on Saturday, did some scouting, and they've got Nikki Parks, a local from Joseph High School, 6'3" from Weaver State, so a D1 transfer. So we're going to, to be honest with you, at this stage of the game, we don't worry about our opponent. We worry about what we need to do and the improvements we need to make from week to week. So we just want to make that next step. We're going to be working on some things that we're putting in this week and just execution and offensive stuff. So, but actually Walla Walla is much improved. So we'll be ready to go. Looking
at your schedule, early in the season, you have plenty of games here at home. What does it mean to keep your team here in Quinn Coliseum playing these early regular season games?
A lot. Last year, I think we played our first 13 games on the road. And then this year, we're playing our first several at home. Especially with a new team, just kind of get them to have the feel of the atmosphere of Quinn Coliseum and taking care of home court advantage. That's one of our goals each game. And, building a strong fan base. It's also important to the community when it's middle of December or January and they've only seen your team once. I think it's hard for them to buy in and really know your team. And so hopefully we can give a good showing, play hard, give them an exciting product early so people come out. And when the important games come to town, conference time, we're ready to go as a unit. Plus we have the support.
Now, Coach, I asked every coach this question, forgot to ask you last week. We're here at Benchwarmers. I got the lunch specials going on here at noon every Tuesday. What is your favorite item to eat at Benchwarmers?
I like their steak fries, but their club's pretty good, too. That's what I went with today, so I'm selling the club.
She's selling the club. There's a little plug for Benchwarmers. Coach, appreciate you coming by. Best of luck Saturday night at 7.
Thanks, Barry. Appreciate it.
We'll bring up our final guest of the day, Isaac Williams. Isaac Williams, the head men's basketball coach here at Eastern Oregon University. And the men's basketball team kicking off their season this weekend. And I see Isaac didn't go with such a fancy outfit this week, which is appreciated.
Well, your point was well taken last week. Obviously, I didn't want to show you up on your show.
I appreciate that. You come in here shirt and tie. Coach, I know you love talking about this. Preseason conference poll comes out. Last Wednesday, you guys are second, tied with Northwest. You have 3 first-place votes. Northwest has 1. Yesterday, the national poll comes out. OIT leads the conference at number 9. Northwest, number 16. You guys are number 18. These national polls do not like EOU.
Well, that's all fine and dandy. I'm just concerned about the last one and then, who's at the end in March. So they can put us wherever they want, as well as they can put whatever teams how they want to place them. I think, ultimately it'll all work itself out on the court.
Yeah, I guess, at the end of the day, it's still not bad talking about your team as the number 18 team in the country. Last year, you began the year with 11 votes.
Well, to be honest, it's a kind of a sign of how far EOU men's basketball has come in the last decade. I mean, I played here. There was no conversation about top 25, and I remember when the prior coach, Coach Furman, crept into the top 25 after beating somebody in Alaska, I think, and how big of a deal it was that they were getting in. And now, we're number 18 in the country, and there's not a whole lot of celebration on campus, So I think that's a good thing. We're not really concerned with that. We just want to play good basketball, and then wherever that takes us, we'll go.
Regular season tipping off Friday night at Portland Bible College at 7 p.m. It's got to feel great to have the season back. And let's talk a little bit about Portland Bible.
Well, Portland Bible will be good. If anybody was around during the break last year, Portland Bible came to LeGrand and played. They had a very good team. They had a very good big guy, 6'10", 2 very good guards that could have played anywhere. Coach Weiss does a great job. His teams are always really well prepared. They'll play multiple defenses. On offense, they find ways to put their guards in space and make it hard to defend. They really put pressure on your help defense. And so we'll have to be really prepared. It's on the road, and it's a little bit of a smaller confine, so different than your normal arena that your guys would be used to playing in. So we'll have to be ready to go, and hopefully they will be. I know they're excited to play somebody else that doesn't have an EOU jersey on.
Now, Multnomah, you guys are going to play there on Saturday, also in Portland. And Multnoma's a team you guys haven't played for a couple seasons, but you've seen this program before. What are they bringing?
Well, Multnomah is interesting in that they will have great floor spacing. Everybody they put out on the court can really shoot the ball from the three-point line. They really kind of put pressure on you to defend the perimeter, and they'll shoot as many three-pointers as any team out there can. They played Northwest University last year, who was in our conference, and had 100 points put on them, getting it done from the three-point line. 2 years ago when we played them, they only made 1 2-point basket. I mean, they just fire it up from the three-point line, and that requires discipline defensively to guard that sort of attack. So hopefully we'll be ready for that as well.
Your first 2 regular season games, as you mentioned, you're playing somebody that's not yourself or in an Eastern jersey. What would you like to see the guys focus in on and achieve this weekend?
Well, same things you would any other week. You're not going to temper your expectations based on the time of year. You want your kids to work hard defensively. You want them to rebound, and you want them to share the ball. It's pretty simple in regards to that. If you have talent, if you do those things, then you should be able to get somewhere with that. And I think we have talent. It's just a matter of them understanding what it takes to be successful and kind of executing those things. We got great kids. I just want them to realize what their potential is and then try to maximize it.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck and have a safe trip to Portland.
Thanks, Barry.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and wrap the show up with some headlines. Carly Coffey named the Cascade Collegiate Conference Women's Runner of the Week. This is the 4th time that the sophomores received that title out of 8 weeks that the honor has been given out. This Saturday at 2 p.m., soccer hosting Senior Day. There'll be plenty of giveaways out there with a chance at the postseason, so come on out and get some free stuff at the soccer game. Calendar on Friday, volleyball at 7 p.m., hosting College of Idaho on Senior Night in Quinn Coliseum. There'll be a live video stream and stats on EOUsports.com. And then men's basketball at Portland Bible, 7 p.m. There will be a live audio feed from Portland Bible on EOUsports.com as well. Saturday, women's soccer at 2 p.m. against College of Idaho.